Today's topic is why does pulse balance acupuncture work instantly? The real clinical mechanism divides. In Chinese, it's called 平脉法为什么一针见效真正的临床机制公开。揭开就90% 人从未理解过的这个脉诊和治病的逻辑告别猜背碰的运气Unwinding the pulse diagnosis and treatment logic that 90% of practitioners have never truly understood. No more guessing, memorizing, or relying on luck. So that is my topic today. Okay. Three things. 1, 2, 3. The objective of today's classes. You will clearly understand three essential concepts. Why, number one, why does pulse balance acupuncture create immediate results? It's not magic points, or complex terminology. It's not. It is the combination of 脏腑 regulation, structural stability, smooth meridian flow, together forming a closed loop clinical treatment systems. So I explain in Chinese, 你将真正了解到三个关键的事为什么平脉法当下见效，真正的机制是什么不是穴位的神奇不是名词的叠加而是脏腑的调理、结构的稳定经络的通畅三者形成一个闭环治病的逻辑这是关键Why is number 2? Why is acupuncture often unstable in effectiveness? So you get the results, but how come it does not last? Right? 为什么很多人扎针有效率，但是不稳定你已经有效，可是为什么它效果不稳定不持久 Pulse balance acupuncture reveals that it is not because of insufficient skill, right? Wrong tonifying, reducing, outdated techniques. It is because the diagnostic logic is missing. You will learn the real difference between treated the root vs misses the root. 那平脉法让你清楚会看到的东西不是技巧不够，不是补泻错误，不是针法不高级，而是诊断逻辑没有建立起来。你将了解到治到了这边少一个根治到了根 versus 没治到的根真正的差异 OK 那什么是根呢？根有两个意思，一个是脏腑，一个是脉的根So what is the root in here? There are two meaning. Number one is root in the body is the organs. Number two is the pulse root. The pulse root. So there are two meaning of the root in here. Right. Number 3. How to verify pulse changes and clinical effect live during the sessions. So in this session, I'm going to show you the pulse, how to take the root, okay? So I need you to have the pen. You will learn what a rooted pulse truly means, how to identify 脏腑 deficiency and excesses, mainly deficiency, okay? We're not talking about the excess, sorry about here. Why symptoms shift instantly when the pulse is corrected. No mysticism, only authentic classical TCM reasoning. Let me explain Chinese. 你将了解到脉象的根是什么东西，如何判断脏腑的虚实。其实我们主要讲的是虚实没有，今天不会告诉你为什么一条脉症状马上变化，没有玄学没有，只有古中医逻辑思维 那我今天要你准备这笔呢是最后一个环节呢，我会教你怎么样去找那个根脉象的根，怎么去探知它的虚啊。Right, the first thing that we're going to go through is the why does I'm going to follow the 3 steps in here. Number 1, 2, and 3. Okay, that is today's topic. It's going to include those 3 things. Why does Pulse Balance Acupuncture create immediate results? Okay, 为什么平脉法当下见效？这个很有意思哈。This is very interesting. So we're not trying to give you magic points. I'm trying. It is a combining of 脏腑 regulation, structural stability, smooth meridian flow, together forming a closed loop clinical treatment system. So here is, okay, I think especially for New Zealand acupuncturists, before we go further in here, I'll explain to you here. Okay, and then at the moment I want to show you, if for those you need a 1.5 CPD certificate, this is the first part that you need to log into the website Heights platform. So you will need to sign in again in the end of this live webinar. So you need to sign in twice. Okay, let me explain in Chinese as well. 所以给那些如果你尤其是新西兰的针灸师呢，你想要1.5个 CPD 的这个证书的话，这个是关键哈。我会让你进入一个网站，等下我会发给你哈，然后你要跟着我的步骤去做，然后在结束之前你还要进入那个网站一次哈。So I'm going to show you how to get to the website. Here you go. I will actually get I'll actually give you the website later on. Let me. So this is the website. This is the link I'm going to give you. 这是那一个链接哈，等下我会发给你。I want you to look at here. Once you log in, I'm going to give you this website link. 我会给你这个 link， 你要登录这个 website link 哈。Once you log in, same as before. You're going to on the sidebar, you're going to go down and look at here. Why does Pulse Balance Acupuncture work instantly? 所以在这个sidebar呢，你要找这个 Why does Pulse Balance Acupuncture work instantly 啊？你点击 so click this one. Once you click this one, you come to here, and I want you to actually watch this video. But before you can watch it, I need to actually publish it first. 所以呢，你来到这个里面呢，你要看这个视频啊。So you're going to watch this video, eh? So here you go. So you click here. Hang on. I think I may not publish this one. Yep, hang on. Let me publish this one. Okay, cool. So that has been just published on our website. So you need click 这个 okay? Click here and click here. Click 这边，再 click 这边 okay? So I want you to watch this video. So you must follow my step. 你一定要跟着我的 step 哈。So you play this video for 14 seconds, then you complete. 所以你看完以后呢，你按这 complete lesson. Okay, just let it. Do not press next lesson. 不要点击这个 okay? 不要点这个 I'm not finishing yet, so I will give you the link. So just be patient with me, please. So you're going to log in the next time to do the final sign-in. The final sign-in has not published yet. 所以第二次你 log in 在结束之前呢，你会去点击这个哈。现在你先不管 ，OK？ So do not do anything. Just please watch my follow my step. 所以跟着我的 step, okay? Right, I'm going to show you the link. 我现在要给你那个 link, okay? Here you go. Link is in the chat room. I'll give you 2 minutes, okay? For those who you probably need to for first time, you probably need to create an account. Here you go. So once you're done, please let me know you're done. Then we can continue. You log. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. So okay, one more minute, eh? So see many people from India. That's awesome. And we got people from Malaysia as well, practitioner from Malaysia and New Zealand, Philippines, Australia. That's awesome. Tunisia. Never been there before. Interesting. Right, Australia, United Kingdom, from UK as well. I'm just checking. Wow, Melbourne, Saudi Arabia. That's it. Continue. Let's continue. My internet was not good. Can you because the internet was pause a bit, interruption in the internet. Can you guys see me and hear me? You good, right? Okay, cool. I saw that the internet went off. Okay, cool. Thank you. Right, this is super important one. It's very important, this part. I hope you get to understand this part very, very well. So why does pulse balance acupuncture create immediate results? Before we understand that, we need to understand that in our body, there are 3 things that we should focus in the body as a TCM practitioner. So number 1, as is here, the circle here, 脏腑, organ, all right? And then structural and meridian, right? Those 3 things are together, right? They in the body. So what are the 脏腑 here? Heart, liver, spleen, lung, kidney. 心肝脾肺肾, those are 脏腑, right? And what are the meridians in here? Now, it's very small on here, but you can see it, right? We have lung meridian, pericardial meridian, heart meridian, large intestinal meridian, 三焦 meridian, small intestinal meridian, spleen meridian, liver meridian, kidney meridian, stomach meridian, gallbladder meridian, and bladder meridians, right? We have 12 meridian, right? So, but we know that between 脏腑 and meridians, all the qi and blood in the meridian full of a lot of qi and blood, right? The qi and blood flow in the meridian are from 脏腑. Let's say, well, the lung meridian got qi and blood flowing, right? And the lung meridian qi and blood is actually from the lung organs. Does it make sense to you? Right? If it does, please reply 3. Let me have a look. Okay, cool. You all get it, eh? It's very simple. Very, very simple, right? We all get it. Very simple. So then the next, we know between the organs and meridian, the relationship between that. The qi and blood is from the organs going through the meridians. Then structure. What are the structure? Skin, muscle, tendon and fascia, nerve, vessel, blood vessel, bone. Those are the structure. Are you following? Right. So what are the relationship between 脏腑 organ and structure? Right. Here, this is from 黄帝内经. 黄帝内经素问 chapter 44, right? Treatise on atrophy 伪论, right? We call in Chinese called 黄帝内经素问伪论篇第44. It says for the Chinese, right? 如果你是讲中文，你直接看中文哈。The English is the lung governs the skin and blood here, a body here of the body. The heart governs the blood of the body. The liver governs the tendons and fascia of the body. The spleen governs the muscles of the body. The kidney governs the bones and marrow of the body. You see what that means? That means all structure, the strength of the structure are from organs function, are depending on organs. So if you need a good organ structure, once you get treatment on the structure, you need to be stabilized. You need the strength, and that strength is from organs. You see, what I'm doing here is just try to actually let you understand from 黄帝内经 the relationship between organs, structure, and meridians. They all depend on the organs. So the organ is the root of your body. Are you following? Right? If you're following, please reply 4. That's very important. That's the idea I want to give it to you first. That makes sense, right? All right. All right. Over here. Oh, I forgot to actually put it into English, but that's okay. So you see the pink here, it's organs, the circle here. The green circle, well, we have 3 circles, right? The pink circle is organs, 脏腑. The green circle is meridian, and what? The blue circle is structural. Then how do we understand here? For the diagnosis, you have to have a way to diagnose organs problem, meridian problem, and structural problem, right? So in the pulse balance acupuncture, we use pulse to understand the organ's situations, whether it's weak or strong. Does it make sense? That this is according to Huangdi Neijing, not me. So in the pulse balance acupuncture, we only discuss 脏腑, the root issues. How do you actually make a diagnosis of the root of the 脏腑 organ? Then get treatment, get acupuncture, get Chinese herb to treat the organs. When it's weak, we tonify. When it's excess, we reduce. Then in the green part over here, the green circle is meridian. What's going on with meridian? Oh, we know a lot of pain. It's because from the meridian blockage. So we have to have a technique to actually look after the meridian. Right? So it's very different. Now, so with new balance acupuncture, we look after meridian blockage. So we use distal point, we can use a local point to treat that. So as well as the blue part over here, this blue circle is structural. When the structure out of balance, we need to have a way to actually look at it and to find out the structure out of balance. For me, I use yin-yang foot diagnosis to find out the structure imbalance. Then in my new balance acupuncture, I find the imbalance and I do needle for it. That makes sense? So those are three things, right? Three things in the body. If they're out of balance, when they are sick, then you have to have a way to actually to diagnose, then to treat them. Now, are you following? If you are, please reply 5. So we're going to go step by step, okay? Awesome. A very simple concept, right? It's not hard at all. In the diagnosis part, okay, I want you to realize this. When a patient comes to you and say, well, I have lower back pain, I have headache, I have diabetes, high blood pressure, I suffer from insomnia, I can't sleep, I don't sleep very well. Well, all those are symptoms, right? A complaint, patient complain to you. How are you going to help them? Well, a TCM practitioner, for me, I need to find out whether this is just the organs problem or a meridians problem or a structural problem or a combination of those three issues. You get me? Right. And it could be this patient have stomach problem, that's organ, right? And the meridian blockage as well. So it could be in here. The problem here may be causing lower back pain, right? And maybe in the problem of the organs and meridian out of balance, they cause high blood pressure and diabetes. But the headache could be causing from the meridian blockage and structure out of balance, not much related to the organs. And the insomnia, it could be the insomnia, not sleeping well, could be because of the organs out of balance, meridian blockage, as well as structural problem, as in here. You get me? Are you following? So it could be some of the symptom could be just, let's say, if this patient have neck pain or foot pain in the foot, and the foot pain in the foot could be just from the structure, nothing to do with the organ, nothing to do with the meridians. blockage. That makes sense? So what I want to tell you is, a patient come to you, they have complicated symptoms, and you need to have a way to find out what's going on with them based on the TCM diagnosis, right? Are you following? If you are, please reply 6. I'm going to go slow, okay, very slow. It's not hard rule. So what I mean over here, if you look at here, if I am here, so it could be the green is the meridian blockage. The patient have headache, back pain, for example, and mostly caused from meridian blockage. So in this patient, you can do some local point, you can do some distal point, and you don't need to actually get to the pulse, because it's mainly the meridian part. So you put 1 or 2 needles, unblock the meridian, you get instant relief, and the patient go home. The next time they come, just a little bit, then you put needle in, gone. Because the little problem of the organs and little problem of out of balance of the structure, it doesn't actually cause the problem of the headache. You see? Now, so it's mainly the blockage of the meridian. But what if here, it's mainly if the patient have this issue, it's mainly from the organs. The headache is from the organs weakness. Do you get me? Look at the circle. The headache is actually from organs out of balance. It does not relate to any of the structure or the meridian blockage. So you're going to apply local point, distal point, but you don't know how to take the pulse. You don't actually put any needle to actually toward to the organs, because you don't know whether it's weak or assist. Just put the needle here and you stimulate the needle. For other patients, they work very well. For this patient, it doesn't work well. Why is that? Because the problem is from the organs. You are treating this patient using some points that are actually trying to unblock the meridian, or you try to do manipulation of the chiropractor work or massage, then the patient feel nothing after your work, right? So that's because you haven't actually determined the organs function problem. You haven't actually given any treatment to the organs yet. Does it make sense to you? If it does, please reply 7. Well, same as here. It could be the structural problem, right? Then you're treating. It's mainly the structure, but you're using the organs function. You put needle to the organ, it's okay. You don't have to actually put any needle to the organs, right? Then, therefore, you need chiropractor work in here. Right? You need to have some needle to actually treat the structure rather than the unblocked meridian, rather than treat the organs. You get me? So it could be that way too. Look, you need to treat the structure in this case, and you have to combine some needle for the unblock the meridian and some needle for organs, right? So how do you know? You need to have this concept, and second, you need to have a way to actually find out whether this patient have any organs weakness, right? Are you following? If you are, please reply 8. Awesome. Thank you. Right, that is very simple concept. And then in the end of the sessions, I'm going to show you that there are many ways to find out the organs. One of the way is check the root. And I'm going to show you how to check the root. And then you can actually check the patient's root tomorrow. If you're working tomorrow, we're on holiday for 2 weeks. So you can check the organs. If the organs is weak, then the first thing you want to do is tonicify the organs. And if we check the pulse again, if the root of the pulse be stronger, then fantastic. I'll tell you that the patient will feel better immediately. Most of the time. It's not 100%. It's not 100%. Most of the time. All right. But important thing is get the root strong first. Before you do unblock meridian, before you balance the structure. Does that make sense? Because if you don't have a good organ function, that means you don't have enough qi and blood in the organ, then you don't have enough qi and blood in the meridian, so it can't flow very well. You will always have blockage. Not enough strength in there. If you don't have enough qi and blood in the organ, then the organs are weak. You will not have enough strength in the organs. Right? Right. Well, before we continue, we should go to here why is acupuncture often unstable in effectiveness. I'm going to show you the from 黄帝内经 and what is stated in 黄帝内经. Okay, now before we go there, there are online courses. Master the third bagua of naval acupuncture and tongue diagnosis for blood, phlegm, and dampness disorder. So this part, you're welcome to actually sign up. It's lifetime access. Let me show you. If you're interested in naval acupuncture, the third bagua, you can sign up here. So this is my advertising time, okay? Pulse Balance Acupuncture Workshop in 2026. Oh, I forgot to say Happy New Year to everyone. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful New Year. I was on the plane from Malaysia on the 31st. I flew from Malaysia to New Zealand, so I was on the plane, right? So that was fun. So the Pulse Balance Acupuncture, I have 3 coming up. They are more. There's going to be have 1 in Malaysia as well. I haven't got the date and the landing page yet. In New Zealand, February, which is next month, 14 to 16, 2026. In Germany, in Berlin, 14 and 16 as well. That's in March. In India, right, in November in 2026, from the 10th to 12th. So I'm going to post this in, let me have a look. On the chat. So you guys can actually copy and save it some way. And then hopefully I can see you in the workshop. And this is Pulse Balance Acupuncture, where today topic we mainly focus on Pulse Balance Acupuncture. Okay, so if you want to learn more, here is the workshop. In New Balance Acupuncture, which I said that, well, over here, treating the meridian blockage and the structure, here is the workshop. Right. I know probably you want to just learn 3 days and to treat everything. Unfortunately, there is not such a way in 3 days you can learn to treat organ as well as the structure and meridian blockage. Right. So they are in a different days, different class. So in New Zealand, February 14 to 16 in Auckland, I'm going to teach New Balance Acupuncture. As you probably realize that in New Zealand, 14 to 16 next month, I have New Balance Acupuncture as well as Pulse Balance Acupuncture. In the end of this month, I'll see which one get most people, and I will decide to which one we're going to run, we're going to host the workshop for. And next month in Berlin, I think the date is a bit out in here. In Berlin, it wouldn't be the 14 and 16. You probably have to click the link in here. So in Berlin, it's a different date, right? Different date for New Balance Acupuncture. So I go to Berlin in March. So I'm going to host Pulse Balance Acupuncture as well as New Balance Acupuncture, right? Both. Right. In Malaysia, in May, from the 11th to the 13th, I'm going to have New Balance Acupuncture in Malaysia as well. So I'm going to teach in English and translate it into Chinese, okay? In November as well, I'm going to India, and we're going to have a New Balance Acupuncture in India as well. And that will be in November 6 to 8. So in India, you can learn Pulse Balance Acupuncture and New Balance Acupuncture in a different day. Let me post that to you. That's not good. I'm just trying to find oh, I got Chinese and English in here. Let me post it to you. This is Pulse Balance. Oh, doesn't seem to be working. Let's just post an English one. I'm not quite sure why I can't post it. Okay, I've got it. Oh, the balance, Pulse Balance is from the 6 to 8. That's what my mistake, eh? Thank you. 6 to 8. That was the right one. Okay, I corrected. All right, let's continue. Thank you for that. Thank you for correcting me, Emilina. All right, let's continue. The Pulse Balance Acupuncture, I'm going to show you why acupuncture often unstable in effectiveness. Right? If you don't check the pulse, this is something that you miss because you don't treat the root. Right? So again, why is acupuncture often unstable in effectiveness? This is because you haven't treated the root yet. This is because you haven't treated the organs. That's number one. Of course, number two is because you haven't treated the structure. Because most of the acupuncturists, we focus on unblock the meridian. You get me? Whether you're using distal point or local point. So in this chapter, I'm going to introduce you how to actually get to the organs, get to the root. Does it make sense? Here you go. You see in acupuncture 1, 2, 3, if you look at here, previous live webinar, I show you the new balance acupuncture, acupuncture 1, diagnose the sick meridian, organ, yin yang foot. When I introduce acupuncture 1, I say, well, a new balance acupuncture, we focus on the sick meridian, which is make a diagnosis of the blockage meridian, as well as yin yang foot. But then today, we're talking about the Pulse Balance Acupuncture. I'm still using acupuncture 1, 2, 3, right? But in the acupuncture 1, I said diagnose the sick organs, either deficiency or and assess. Sick meridians, yes, we're going to do that. Yin yang foot, yes, we're going to do that. But in acupuncture 1, 2, 3, in the Pulse Balance Acupuncture, we don't care about the sick meridian and yin yang foot. We only focus on the sick organs. Are you following? So I said, well, those three things are very important in acupuncture 1. Which three things? Sick organs, sick meridians, yin yang foot. Those three things are very important. Then in Pulse Balance Acupuncture, we are going to focus just sick meridians. In New Balance Acupuncture, we are going to focus sick meridian, yin yang foot diagnosis. Are you following? Understand what I'm talking about? Please reply. Thank you for thinking. Okay. Yes, I'm supposed to change the date. I will. Thank you very much. Dr. Rumini have actually told me already. I haven't got time to actually review it. Thank you. Right. You want me to actually repeat again? So you see on here, acupuncture 1, diagnose the sick organs, sick meridians, and yin yang foot, right? When I'm teaching acupuncture 1, 2, 3 in Pulse Balance Acupuncture, I will only tell you, hey, forget about sick meridian and yin yang foot, because in this class, we're going to only focus on sick organs, which you need to find out the weakness in the organs or the access too strong of the organs. But in acupuncture 1, 2, 3 of New Balance Acupuncture Workshop, I didn't actually talk about the sick organs. We only focusing on sick meridian and yin yang foot diagnosis. That's it. So in my clinic, I combine both. As I've showing you a lot of live webinar of my case study. You see, I combine both. But today, I'm not going to give you any case study. I'm going to tell you the theory of the 6 meridian from 黄帝内经. In acupuncture 2, well, in acupuncture 1, we diagnose the 6 organs, right? You probably find the weakness in the organs or excess of the organs. Then for the weakness, for the deficiency, we do tonify. For the excess, we do reduce. Right? So excess means too strong. Right? It's too strong, so we need to reduce it. And then we choose which meridian to treat. And which meridian do we need to do tonify? Which meridian do we need to reduce? Does it make sense? That's step 2, which is treatment principle. 治疗原则. In acupuncture 3, then we choose the points. On that meridian, we choose the point and which technique. We do tonify technique, we do reduce technique. So there are some manipulation technique that we need to apply on step 3, acupuncture 3. Right? In Chinese, it's a massage 3. It should be acupuncture 3. 在中文他说按摩3，按摩1、2、3，应该是针刺1、2、3。Right? Are you following? If you are, if it makes sense to you, please reply 1. Awesome. Okay, good. Very good. Okay, I see that most people reply 1. Good, good. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to share with you the before we get into this part, which is in here, about tonifying reduce technique, I'm going to share with you from 黄帝内经灵枢. In 黄帝内经, we have 2 parts. One is called 素问, one's called 灵枢. And 灵枢 is this part is just talk about all acupuncture theory. Right? The first chapter of 灵枢, it's 9 needles and 12 principles. Very important. It says before using needles, one must first diagnose the pulse, observe the severity of qi conditions. What sort of qi condition? Organ qi conditions, okay? And only then proceed with treatment. In Chinese, 在《黄帝内经灵枢》的第1个篇章叫9针12元，他说：凡将用针，必先诊脉，是气之聚义，就是看气的虚实。什么气呢？脏腑的气的虚实，才可以治，乃可以治也。So I explain in Chinese as well. So this is very important. So before acupuncture, post-diagnosis is essential. This is from 黄帝内经. This is the first chapter of 灵枢. Right? You see how important is that? Why do we need to actually get the pulse, check the pulse? Because we want to understand the root. What is the root? The root of the body is the organs. 脏腑 organs. We want to understand whether the 脏腑 organs any of them weak, any of them excess. That is the diagnosis, the first step we want to know. Does it make sense? So I did not make this up. It's all from Huang Di Neijing. So it's very interesting today. There's no amazing case study today that you see the result or whatever. Yeah, it's based on the theory. I want to let you know, I want to introduce you into Huang Di Neijing, walk into Huang Di Neijing to view what Huang Di Neijing actually taught us. Because this thing, you don't learn it from school, an acupuncture school. I never learned this status from the school. Never. You probably read it in the school. That's fantastic. If any of a professional acupuncture teacher taught you this in the school, fantastic. You were very lucky. I didn't have that chance. Right? Are you following? So the first thing we know here, we use the pulse for what? To check organs qi. Whether the organs qi, 脏腑 organs qi is deficiency or excess. That's it. Then we'll be able to talk about how to treat the organs. Without this step, hey, there's no way to go to the next step. Right? Does that make sense? If you're following, please reply 2. Right, now we know the diagnosis. Now we're not that fast. We're not going to jump to treatment yet. No. What is the question? The question is, why is acupuncture often unstable in effectiveness? Then we need to know what is effectiveness, which results, right? What is effectiveness results according to Huang Di Neijing, according to Ling Shu. Now, according to Ling Shu, again, the first chapter of Ling Shu, 9 needles and 12 principles, 9针12元. They say, for effective acupuncture, the arrival of qi is crucial. The results are trustworthy, like the wind blowing clouds, as clear as visible as the vast sky. Well, what does it mean? It means that the effectiveness of acupuncture is qi arrival. That's it. And what is qi? When qi arrival, what's going to happen? You get the results. Just like the clouds on the sky, the wind blow and the cloud went, and then you can see the clear sky. This is 立竿见影. Right? Let me explain in Chinese. 9针12元啊，第一个篇章他这么说了，针刺的疗效。什么是针刺的疗效？为刺之药，气治而有效，看到吗？气治就有效果，气治等于有效果，气不治没有效，就这么简单。效之性，这个有效是很有信用的，气治了就有效，是非常有信用的。就像若风之吹云哦，明乎若见苍天，次之道必也。也就是说，风吹云就散了，云一散，我们就看到苍天，明亮的苍天，它的效果就这么快，这叫做立竿见影。Right, are you following? This is another important part. If you are, please reply 3. So I'm not talking about 得气, I'm talking about 气治, qi arrival. 所以我们不是讲得气，我在讲气治。气治是黄帝内经给我们的一个名词。Right? You get me? Awesome. Now, the next thing we're going to, the question is, what is qi zhi? What is qi zhi? 下一个问题是什么是气质 ？What is 气质 ？Right. So, what is actually 气质 ？Right. How to assess whether qi has arrived and the treatment is effective? We know qi arrival equal effectiveness equal results. Then how do you actually assess it? Again, we go back to 灵枢. This is chapter 9. When we were reading about chapter 1. Now back to it went to chapter 9, and it said about 灵枢, the in and begin status. The arrival of qi, we call qi, arrival of qi, qi zhi, determines the effectiveness of treatment. Discuss this reduction first, and then we talk about tonification later on. Okay, I'll explain in Chinese later on. If reducing causes depletion, the pulse will remain large as before, but will lose its firmness and strength. The disease has subsided. So, if the pulse remains firm as before, diagnosis is what? Excess. Too strong. The pulse too strong. Right? When the pulse too strong, you do reduction technique. Then you check the pulse again. If the pulse remains firm as before, which I check the pulse. Wow, the pulse is very firm, too strong. This is a diagnosis. Then I put the needle in. I do reduce technique, and then I find that the pulse remains firm as before. Even there is apparent relief. Even though the patient say, "Oh, my back pain is better." According to Huangdi Neijing, the disease has not yet subsided. You see, for most of us, when we treat the patient, we put needle in, and the patient back pain feel better. We say, "Oh, fantastic, we got the result." But no. According to Huangdi Neijing, if the pulse remain as same as before, even the patient back pain has reduced, what happened? You're not actually get it right. The root has not treated yet. Therefore, it said the disease has not yet subsided. Right? This is blowing your mind, I believe. What are you following? If you are, please reply 3. Awesome. Thank you. Let me explain in Chinese. This is very important. Any of you want to hear in Chinese? If you don't need to hear in Chinese, I don't have to explain it. 有几个想要我用中文解释的，如果你想要用中文解释，请回复1。If you want me to actually explain in Chinese, please reply 1. I'm happy to do that. Oh, it seems like we don't have anyone. Oh, yes, we do. Sorry. That's good. Now, awesome. Yeah. 所以你看啊，这边是怎么说呢？气质而有效，气质了表示有效，对吧？我们讲的不是得气，我们讲的是气质，气质就有效，对吧？ 那从内经来说，他说什么呢？泻则易虚，虚者脉大如其故而不坚者。先不管坚如其故者，事虽严固，并未去也。这中间这一段我们不管它我们想泻是干嘛？泻首先诊断是什么？实，脉是实的，脏腑是实的。我先把脉，实证，我用了泻法，我针刺泻法，然后我再把脉，在把脉以后呢，我发现内经说什么？把脉的时候发现坚如其故者，脉刚还是很实的，现在还是很实，扎了针以后还是很实。病人说他腰痛好了，腰痛症状有减轻，叫什么？事虽严固，病未去也。脉根本就没有变化，所以疾病没有变化，疾病还是一样。能理解吗？来，能理解的回复个2。Nanu said, so as I understand, there is difference between temporary relief and healing, which is detected by feeling the pulse. Absolutely. Absolutely. You're so clever. Okay. So that means, look, for back pain patient, the patient come to you because they, well, the pain keep coming back. I do massage. I feel better, but it keep coming back. Right? I do heat pack. I take Panadol, pain relief, but it keep coming back. It doesn't last. Once the medication wear off, I feel the pain again. So this is not what the patient wants. And again, this is not what you want. We don't want to just treat the symptom. We want to treat the cause of the problem. The cause of back pain. Does it make sense? Yeah. So we need to treat the root. 治病必求医本. Treating the disease, you must find the root cause. That is from 黄帝内经. Oh, look at the tonification here. Tonification is if tonifying cause supplementation, the pulse will remain large as before, but will become firmer and more robust. The disease has subsided. If the pulse does not become firmer, despite being large as before, even if there is apparent comfort, the disease has not yet subsided. So, for tonification, you check the pulse. Let's say this pulse is very weak. Okay, let me explain again. For tonification, how do we check the qi arrival? You check the pulse. Oh, that is very weak. Then let's say this is heart pulse. The heart pulse weak. Then for you, put needle in, do tonification for heart. Right? Then you check the pulse again. And you find, oh, bummer. The pulse is still very weak. Has no change at all. But lucky, the patient say, oh, my back pain is better. Or my chest pain is better. But unfortunately, according to Huang Ti Neijing, the disease has not yet subsided. Even if the patient said they feel comfortable. Right? So the qi arrival is actually from the pulse. The pulse was weak, you put needle in. Now you check the pulse. If the pulse from weak to strong, then that's called qi arrival. Same as the other way. If the pulse was very, very firm, you put needle in, you apply with reduced technique, and we check the pulse again. The pulse should be weaker, and that we call balance the pulse. We call balance the organs, and that we call qi arrival. This is according to 黄帝内经. Now, do you understand the theory? Do you know how to assess whether qi has arrived and the treatment is effective or not? Though this passage explains that the effectiveness of qi arrival, let me explain again. This passage explains that the effectiveness of qi arrival, we call qi zhi, it's not de qi, eh? Qi zhi is assessed through pulse diagnosis. Wow, this is from Ling Shu chapter 1, combine Ling Shu chapter 9. If you read it together for those chapters, and then you'll find very interesting. So, have I actually answered why is acupuncture often unstable in effectiveness? Because your patient have back pain, they feel better, you feel better. And so the effectiveness is unstable. Why is that? Because you haven't actually checked the pulse. You haven't actually treated the pulse yet. Does it make sense? The patient did not actually get qi zhi, qi arrival. If you're following, please reply 4. Awesome. Should I explain in Chinese? Let me explain in Chinese. 虚的哈，跟刚才一样，虚检测脉是虚的，你扎针，再来一次啊，我们讲虚啊，气是什么意思呢？从脉来探测气质。扎针，不，先检查脉，脉是虚的，我们扎针，我们做补法，做了补法以后，我们再测脉。这个脉跟刚才扎针之前的强度是一样的，还是一样虚？那对不起，这不算气质，明白吗？这还没有气质。虽然病人说，我心痛感觉比较好了，对不起，从黄帝内经来说，这不叫气质，这就是九针十二元第一篇跟第9篇中10篇2篇合在一起看的时候，我们就知道了，原来气质而有效是从脉来评估的，能理解吗？所以我们的气质跟得气是两回事。我们的气质不是说病人感觉舒服，症状舒服了，症状减缓了就叫气质，不是这样定义的。所以我们有没有解决这个问题？这个问题就是说，气质怎么去评估？气质就有效，就是从脉来评估的，好不好？ Right, the next. So, when the pulse is regulated and balanced, the illness will subside. You get better. The patient get better. The disease get better and better and better. And it can stabilize. It's because the pulse get regulated, get balanced. The pulse from weak gets stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. Or the pulse from excess too firm get weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker. You see? So the principles of tonification and reduction are as follows. Tonification makes the pulse full, while reduction makes it empty. Even if the pain does not immediately follow the needle, the disease will diminish and descend. That is according to 黄帝内经 again. in Chinese， 故补则实，泻则虚啊。就是说，你补的时候脉要变实，你泻的时候脉要变虚，从实的变虚。补的时候要从虚的变实，测脉。只要你达到这样的效果，疼痛、腰痛虽然跟脉不符合，病人说我还痛了，可是你不用怕，这个病已经慢慢好了，已经去掉了，明白吗？这是《黄帝内经》说的啊。OK， 可是我们不能死读书，因为这段话这么说的，这是什么？平脉法，我们教学，脉平了就好了吗？病人还在痛怎么办？那我们就用心谈针的方法把它解除症状。So you probably will, please don't actually take me wrong in here. You probably think, oh, that doesn't make sense. The patient come here for back pain, and I take the pulse, and the pulse was weak, and then I needle it, and the pulse getting better now, but the pain's still there. But do you get just send your patient home? No. This is pulse balance acupuncture. You must make sure the pulse is good. The pulse has balance. That's the first thing. The second thing, the pain, back pain is still there. What do? You apply new balance acupuncture. Means that the blockage in the meridian is still there. Then you unblock the meridian. You apply the different technique to unblock the meridian. Then the patient will be very happy. So this is about the strategy. Treat the organs first, treat the pulse first, and then we treat the meridian blockage and the structural imbalance. Are you following? If you are, please reply 5. 所以我刚才说的是呢，如果病人脉已经好了，平了，从虚变实，从实变虚，可是腰痛还有怎么办？你就采取心平衡针法，去通它的经脉，去调它的结构。首先治脏腑。Right. So how to verify pulse changes in clinical effect live during the sessions? You can learn what a rooted pulse truly means, how to identify 脏腑 deficiency and assess why symptoms shift instantly with the pulse is corrected. OK， 所以今天我会教你怎么摸脉根哈。我们现在来摸一摸。Oops, I forgot to actually translate into English in this part. But anyway, I've got Chinese in here. I can show you how to. You can write it down. So okay. So first, in my pulse system, okay, I use 9 levels. What are the 9 levels? I use skin to the bone. Skin, bone in here. I take 9 levels of pulse. Number 9 level is the root. Okay. Level number 9 is the root. Right. So you can check your pulse yourself today. First, I'm going to show you how to actually get the location of the pulse. If you're female, you use your right hand. Take the right hand's pulse. If you're male, you take the left hand's, use your left hand. Right. So I am male. I'm using my left hand. Right. I have another recording in here. That is, if you look at here, that is the right hand. But because of I'm using a front camera, I'm not quite sure about computer. Are you looking at me at the left? If you're looking at me at the left, that's right. If from the other camera, you look at me, I'm actually using my left hand, but you actually look at right hand, but that's okay. So first you need to find the steroid, the radial steroid process. 桡骨茎突. When you find the highest point, do not put your hand like this, just naturally straight in here. When you get to the highest point, then you use the pen to do this. Mark it on the highest point. In the middle of the highest point, you mark it. Right? Are you following? If you are, please reply. Reply 6. You get me? Okay, good. So, female, I use the left hand. Male, female, you're going to take your right hand. Male, you're going to take your left hand pose. For me, you see the opposite hand, the finger, you only need index and the middle finger. So the middle finger is too long, so you go about like this. Make the tip of the middle finger and the index finger the same level. Right? So you have to bend your middle finger a little bit. So you see, and between the middle finger and index finger, there is a gap in here. The line over here, the gap over here, right? So that gap, that line over here, is matching the line where your wrist, the line where you just marked it, all right? So that is Chun Guan. And the ring finger going in here, Ci, Chun Guan Ci. And the Chun Guan Ci, you might want to actually write it down. The Chun Guan Ci in here, which for the left hand of male, right hand of female, the Chun Guan Ci is heart, liver, and kidney. The kidney here is kidney water, kidney yin, Y-I-N, yin. Right? So Chun Guan Ci. Right? You practice it. Now, the quickest way to get to the level 9 is just use one finger for the Chun, okay? Forget about the other two fingers. Just index fingers. You go, you feel the pulse. Boop, 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 boop. Can you feel it? You should feel it. Then you go deep to the bottom, to the bone. Then you should feel that there is no pulse at all. Then you take off a little bit, just a little bit off the bone. Then you should be able to feel the pulse now. And that's level 9. If you take a little bit off, if you can't feel the pulse on level 9, that means you have no root. That means you have no root. Okay? Then you check the Guan and Ci. Guan and Ci. If you're not quite sure, go ahead and check the Guan and Ci. Do the same. Go to the deep to level 9, to the bone. You can't feel anything. Very hard. You can't feel anything. You lift your finger up a little bit. Just up a little. You can feel that off the bone a little bit and stop. Can you feel any pulse? If you can feel the pulse, that's good. Normal. If you can't feel the pulse, no root. Right? And check your index fingers. Now, again, the Chun Guan Ci here is heart, liver, and kidney. I want you to type out for me which one, whether it's heart, liver, or kidney, you can't feel the root. Or could be two of them, you can't feel the root. So you combine, you compare three of them on the same level, three of them on the same level, level 9. If you can find one of them, you can find one of the poles, and the other two have no poles on the same level, which means those two have no root. All right. Please go ahead and find and type it for me. All right. And I will tell you how to do next step. All right. If you have all of them have root, that's fantastic. I'm going to find those who have no root in this live webinar. I'm going to do it in Chinese, okay? 我来用中文哈，我来用中文，那你别着急哈。讲中文的哈，男左女右寸关尺，你用笔写一下，男的左脉，女的右脉的寸关尺分别是心肝肾。来，我再重复一次啊。讲中文的哈，男左女右寸关尺是心肝肾。所以男的你就打左手脉，女的你就打右手脉。首先找到桡骨茎突，桡骨茎突呢找最高点，找到最高点的时候呢，你用个笔啊划最高点的中点，你划一条线，划一条线以后呢，你用对侧的手，对吧？就拿笔的那只手呢，食指跟中指靠在一起，中指比较长嘛，你把它弄短一点点，就平衡，它要曲一点点，看到吗？曲一点点，中指曲一点点。然后这个指尖呢是平衡的，然后你中指跟食指呢，它有一条缝，对不对？就这边有一条缝，对不对？后面看也是有一条缝，对不对？那在掌侧的这条缝啊，然后去放在刚才你划线的那一边，哎，对着划线的那一条线，这样对上去，对上去呢就是什么？就是寸关就出来了，尺脉就是无名指下去，这下去呢你要分9层，我们脉是打9层的啊，从皮肤到骨头9层。那皮肤骨头9层，那你要直接打9层怎么样？9层第9层就是根，你直接从食指来看，其他手指放开哈，食指打寸就是心哈。你到第9层的时候啊，这你摸到骨头应该是什么跳动都没有了，很大力的摸，然后你慢慢的往上，一往上放一点，就你手指离开，一旦离开骨头一点点，你就应该感觉到脉搏应该是有根的。如果没有脉搏，表示没根，心脏没根，心脏虚啊。那关跟尺也一样，然后你可以2个手指、3个手指一起打，一起打的时候，你一旦打到骨头没有根，你放开一点点，你发现可能有2个有根，有1个没根，那2个是正常的，有1个就是没有根。如果你找到有1个有根，在同一个水平上面有1个有根，有2个没根，那这2个是有问题。我要你把这2个有问题，还是1个没有根，还是2个没有，还是3个都没有根，打出来给我。我们要找没有根的，让你去实践怎么去治疗。今天的课题就是这样啊。Okay, let me have a look. Now I can see. All right. So any of you have all pulses have root. If you all pulses have root, you just say all, A-O-A-L-L. Let me know A-L-L. You have all root. Okay. For you, you have all root. You're not in our group today, right? You can't do any treatment for yourself. Don't worry. We just be within, for those people who have no root, we will see whether they can get any result on, get their root back or not, okay? Oh, okay. A lot of people have all good root there. Congratulations. Your organ's pretty good. Right? We have kidney in, weak, no root. We have people have kidney in again. If you find the intensity is weak too, and you can do the treatment as well, okay? Yeah, female to check the right hand, male to check the left hand, okay? I can see that some people say heart and liver as well. Okay, good. And kidney. Okay, good. All right, good. I mean good because, you know, I'm not saying that, hey, you're very good. Sorry to hear that you have weak root, but we're going to get the treatment. Okay, the treatment is we're not using the needles. We only use massage today. So we're not using the needle. Now, another thing that I want you to understand here, for the treatment today, I'm hoping you get the root. If you all get the root back, fantastic. That means it works very well, right? If you can get the root back, that means the organ's weakness. If you can't get the root back, right, this is not because it doesn't work. It can be because you have dampness as well as blood stasis. Then therefore you need to actually get those sorted to be able to get the root back on your pulse. Okay, so we are not checking on your blood, whether you have blood stasis or dampness yet, but that's just assume that you only have weak organs. Okay, for those, that's the key. For those who have heart have no root, I want you to go to Heart 7. Heart 7 is someone, right? Please help me if I'm wrong. Heart 7, either side. I want to go Heart 7. This is Heart 7, and press it and circle it. Press and rub, circle it clockwise 9 times. Press. You find the most sensitive point. You get the sensitive point. You press on it, and you clockwise for 9 times. Times 3. 3 sets of 9 times, and then you check the pulse of the root again. For the liver, no root, you go ahead and find the level 3, 太冲 point, level 3. You find the answer point, you press on it, and then you circle it, rub it for 9 times, clockwise, right? Times 3 times. For those who have weak kidney, 太溪 or 复流, I think 太溪is kidney 3, right? 复流 is kidney 7. Either one, or you can do both. You find the answer point, you press on it, and again, clockwise 9 times, 3 sets. Then you will check the pulse again. For those Chinese speaker, 讲中文的 OK， 如果你是心没有根，请你按神门，找到痛点，神门的痛点，按下去，找一个最痛的点在神门附近，按下去，然后呢，顺时针9下，转9下顺时针，然后做3次，3个顺时针，3个9下。如果是肝脉虚的话，没有根的话，你找太冲脉找到痛点，按下去，顺时针9下，3次。如果是肾脉虚的话，没有根的话，你找复溜或者是太溪脉，按下去找到痛点，按下去转9次，3次，就是补了啊。然后再检查脉，看有没有脉根。Right. Yes, we only learn level 9 today. I can't teach you everything. We have no time. We're actually over the time now. Right. Any of you, as I mentioned before, you should get the root back. If it's not, then maybe you should check your tongue if you have dampness, and if you have any blood stasis. It could be those two blocking your pulse, not necessarily for weakness. If those, you can you check your pulse again, and you find that your pulse, the roots coming back, then that is definitely the organs out of balance, the organs weakness. Now, have any of you found the root of the pulse? You got the root of the pulse back? Yes, it works after I massage both sides. Fantastic, Joseph. You're awesome. Mine is back, Hesna. Awesome. You see, yes, better. Rovina, it worked. I massaged both. Fantastic. It works. You home. Fantastic. Better. For those a weakness, have no root, you see, many of you saying, yes, it works. This is according to Huang Ding Xing. The weakness, no root, you take the pulse and you do massage, and the root came back. Simple as. That's called 气质. Wow. Yes, for female, the left hand is lung, spleen, and Mingmen. Clever. Yes, there is a chance of, if the blood stasis and dampness are there, either of them or both of them combine together, and the root cannot be found. Okay, that it could be those happening. But if that's what I say. I believe not every of you, like any of you, found that the pulse still weak and no root. Got kidney. Good. It's still weak, or I'm just finding the no pulse, no root one. If it's still weak, we'll not discuss about this case in here. For those of you, you say no root, are they all come back yet? Any of you remain no root? Any of you remain no root? So you did not get the liver and heart, right? No root at kidney. Okay, try again. You must get the point right, or try both sides. Okay, then the next step I want you to go through is check your tongue. If your tongue have any coating, if your tongue have coating, please press hard on spleen 9. Rub hard on spleen 9. That's number 1. Number 2, check your tongue whether there is any blood stasis, or simply just go for spleen 9 and spleen 6. Press and rub for 9 times first, for 1 9 times, and 2 6 times anti-clockwise. 1 9 times clockwise, 2 6 times, 2 set of 6 times anti-clockwise. For those who have still no root, I want you to go to spleen 6 and spleen 9. Can be both sides. You do clockwise, 1 set, 9 times. And anti-clockwise, 2 set, 6 times. Right? And you let me know whether you get the root or not. If it's not, then you probably didn't do it right, or that is more complicated in here. But as you can see today, many of you get the root back. Once you get the root back, and congratulations, because you're doing it right, you're doing it well, and now you understand why Pulse Balance. Now you know 黄帝内经灵书 did not tell lie. Well, we can actually use the third bagua, navel acupuncture, to do that too. You see, for the female, you use that one on the navel. For the male, you use that one on the navel. Like if you go back to the last live webinar, we talk about this one, how to get to the organs, things like that, and how to do the tonifications technique in here. Well, again, for those, if you can't get your root back, as I mentioned before, you may not get it back at all, that we have to use other points to get the root back. And we only do a test for today for the live webinar, and then you should just give you experience the pulse. Okay, it's very simple. Thank you for letting me know. That means you have to use other points, and this is not my job today to get everyone to get result today. And my job is I'm just trying to get you have an understanding of the pulse. And some of you, as I said, some of you may experience the root comeback, some of you may not. Then for those who have not got the root back, we need to do other points. Okay, so sometimes it's just one needle, you see, sometimes it's just one needle, 1 point, you get the root back. Sometimes not really, you need other point to join in. Okay, you need to invite the other point to join in to do some manipulation for it. Okay, it does not mean you have to do a strong manipulation. Okay, right. Those are advertising time again, and here you go. I posted before my online course and my Pulse Balance Acupuncture. For those you understand the pulse is very important. It's possible to get the root back, and there's a lot of strategy for the treatment as well. And come and join my Auckland workshop, or Germany workshop, or India workshop. Okay, so you can learn step by step and be more confident for that. And then if you learn it step by step, I'm sure that you can actually get it right. All right. I'm going to change this to 6 to 8. I'm going to post again for you to join the Auckland and Berlin if you're interested to join. Okay, we still have sit in here. Right, let's keep going. The New Balance one. Right, we're going to talk about this. The New Balance one, we have the Malaysia coming up and India as well, and hopefully you guys can join in. I'm going to post it again in here. Right. Last week, I just got back from Malaysia. Okay, the last promotion in here, December, Kuala Lumpur, Yicheng's body shaping workshop, and it's amazing. We have so this is 一层腰腹塑形课 okay, the body shaping. The case I'm going to show you today is all from the students, right? None of them doing from 一层 okay? It's from the students, okay? This is the breathing practice technique for 12 times, right? And as you can see, the body is, offside. And after that, it not just getting smaller, it's actually go straighter, right? There's a body rehab as well. So this is the class that we have in here. We have 22 or 21, I can't remember, 22 joining us. This is one of the cases, very, very interesting, okay? And she's from Canada. She's a doctor in China, and she's now an acupuncturist in Canada, in Vancouver. I don't know, it's probably Canada. I'm not quite sure which city, okay? And what she's sharing in here is very interesting.
好的，你现在身体的状况有什么样子的改善？
最大改善就是那个最大改。
Hang on, I have Chinese in here. I think I can get translate into English. Okay. She came to Eton in her clinic in China. All right. So apart from this case, I think is not from the class. Okay. The reason I put in here is that I think you know that for the body shaping, it's not just look good. It actually bring the organs up to where it's supposed to be, right? Because all our organs, you find that the organs drop down, most people, including me. By doing this breathing exercise with acupuncture, with Chinese herbs, external use on the navel, it brings the organs up, and it helped a lot of people. In this case, let's have a look.
改善就是漏尿的问题，就是也做了10几分钟的盆底肌训练呢，然后原来一直要带护垫儿，然后一直是湿哒哒的，然后呢，现在改善了70%到80%，
哇，
就很短的这么短的时间，就这么一两次的训练。
OK， 满意吗？
很满意，很惊喜。
好的 ，OK。
So she's an acupuncturist. She was a doctor, Western doctor in China. So she was giving birth for a few kids, right? Then most people experience that, woman. The pelvic floor muscle. The pelvic floor muscle, loosen it up, right? And the organ drop down, right? And what happened with this training is it bring it back, and this doctor, she experienced leaking, urine leaking every day. So she need to wear the pads every day. And after just 2 training, about 10 minutes, she experienced 70 to 80% better. That's huge, Like she's only young. She's probably in her 50s or 40 something, right? But then after giving birth, and she got leaking. Every day she need to wear pads, so wet pads. She can't control her urine. Right? This is not just looking good, looking good of the shape of the abdominal and waist is based on healthy. You get the organs right. So this is very fantastic. Right. Here is before and after. The students are practitioners, acupuncturists in the class. You see the difference? You see this is before, this is after. And this is before, this is after. A practitioner who went back to hotel and giving a treatment to her friend. 30 minutes, that's the difference. So this is in the class 108, 105, the difference between that. And here as well, before and after, as you can see, from 71 to 70.5, 90 over here, 75.9, 80 to 84, right? Top, middle, bottom, right? And that is from, on the top it was 95, and then down to here. Here is 93.5. Over here, middle, 100.5 down to in here 98. And over here, that level is 108.5, and down here this level 104.5. This is huge difference, as you can see here. This is before and this is after. Can you see the difference? Huge difference in here. You can see much bigger, smaller. And that's the same. This top 63, 61 on here. Navel level 68, 65 over here. 76.5 over this level, 75 over this level. So before and after, and the patient, the practitioner has suffered from bloating in the stomach, and after that treatment, no bloating. And that's before, that's after, and that's before, that's after. That is the change, right? That's huge difference as well, right? So with Yi-Chen's TCM constitution based body shaping, and we have class coming up as well. Here is the class. We have Berlin, and we have Kuala Lumpur. We also have I think the Kuala Lumpur one is weight loss, okay, lying slim, and we have India as well. Okay, that's it. If you want to join, please click and join now. And in May from 7 to 9, okay, we have it in here. This is for Yi-Chen. That is for weight loss, okay. The weight loss is very different with the slim shaping, okay. The shaping is different. The weight loss is different, okay. Right. The last part for you is final sign-in for 1.5 CPD certificate. Let me set it up for you. So don't do anything before I get you to log in again. Do not do anything yet. 所以请你不要做任何东西，这是最后一个的 sign in， 然后你就可以拿到你的证书哈。请你Okay, this is the part that you when you sign in is in here, right? 所以刚才那个你在这边哈，我还没有设定好哈。So I have not setting up properly yet. I need to actually publish this one. Here you go. So when you click in over here, what you click here, so make sure that you have complete this the first video. Once you complete the first video, 所以你 click 这边呢，你要确定呢，这个是一个 next lesson. So you have to make sure that's next lesson. So click here. 对，点击这个，然后去观看这个。So watch this video. Final sign in. And what you need to do, complete lesson. You must click that one. 所以最后呢，你看完以后呢，你一定要点击 complete lesson. So you must click that one, otherwise you won't get your certificate. All right. Then let me show you. You see, you receive a certificate. And where do you get the certificate? 你去哪里找你的 certificate 呢？在这个人这一边，这个名字这一边哈。Click here. The name here and view certificate. And here is the certificate. Here, that's for today. That's it. If you want to log in, you can log in from this link. All right, any question? For those who have question, please, now you can type and ask the question. 有问题可以提问哈。You're welcome. So I'm on holiday right now, and next Sunday we're going to have another class. As long as I am in New Zealand, I'm going to give you every week. I'm going to give you some live webinar. So share with your friend. The same time, we up to 2 hours today. I'm so sorry. It should be 1.5 hours. So yeah, hopefully you get what I want to share with you. I think what I'm trying to do is trying to actually share with you, then you have more confidence. And I learned from many masters, and then I'm trying to combine everyone's technique together, and then to help you, even though you're not actually attending to my class. And I hope that you can get the nuggets, the knowledge from the Huangdi Neijing, because I understand that you probably did not have the chance to speak Chinese, and you can't read Huangdi Neijing, because I found that a lot of translation of Huangdi Neijing books, they are not actually translated properly. That's number one. Number two is, even though they translate properly, but the one that they follow, those practitioners who translate the books, they have no experience. They have no experience of Chinese medicine or acupuncture, so they don't know what they're talking about. Because once you have experience in your clinic, then you go back to Huangdi Neijing, you read it, you know, wow, you have all the golden knowledge in Huangdi Neijing for the TCM. That's fantastic. Okay. Thank you, Aaron. Happy holiday. Thank you. If you're in Auckland, you're in New Zealand, you have one chance to attend my class next month. So sign up today, so we confirm, and then you guys come in and I can show you more, the whole system, then I can show you. No, it's no problem. Thank you. Ovina, thank you. Tracy, thank you very much. Sujata, thank you. Thank you. Hasna, thank you. You're welcome, and thank you. Joseph, thank you. Eugenie, thank you. Yu Hong, thank you. Rumini, thank you. God bless you too. Too fast in here. Can't read all your names, sorry. But thank you very much, everyone. Janet, thank you. Ime, thank you. Viprata, thank you. Nandu, thank you. Rachel, thank you. Thank you. Well, I better go. Okay? You have no question anymore. Thank you. Thank you very much. Right, see you then. Stay awesome, guys. Bye-bye. And stay healthy. Yep. If you're from India, if you're Indian acupuncturist, you can contact Dr. Rumini. We're going to change the time, the dates, okay? When I change the time, the date, we're going to announce it. We have a group. We have a few hundred people in the group, and you're welcome to join, okay? This is the phone number, WhatsApp number from Dr. Rumini. You should contact her and talk to her when we're going to join our group, join her group. So we announce all the webinar in the group, so you won't miss out. If you are not in our WhatsApp group yet, please contact me, +64 2144 348. So join my WhatsApp and I'll invite you into the group so you won't miss out all the live webinar announcement. Right, stay awesome, and thank you, Miko, for setting up everything, my assistant. So if you have any question, you can ask Miko in the group. Okay, Miko will help you to get the certificate as well. You must do the whole process. If you miss the process, any one of the sign-in process, we can't help you because the system actually automatically generate the certificate for you. All right, thank you very much, guys. See ya. Bye-bye.